Well, my family's been in Texas for a very long time, since the 1800s. And my parents started buying land here in Kaufman County back in 1961, the year I was born. And we moved down here in 1970, and we've lived on this property ever since. Well, this particular area is, the county line is in dispute. The early records depict it being in Kaufman County. We've always paid taxes in Kaufman County. Kaufman County has maintained the road for 130 years approximately. Several years ago, commissioners have started trying to say that the county line is straight, which there is a map from the General Land Office depicting a straight line. There's records from 1848. The original patent on the John Baker survey shows it to be in Kaufman County. Well, the road has not been maintained in a year now, and it is in horrible condition. There's cars that have been actually damaged on this road. I've moved car parts off the road. Landowners, property owners down the road have actually bought sacks of concrete and put in the deep potholes. There was a paving contractor lives down the road named Chico. He fixed the deepest holes down at the creek crossing because it was breaking the springs on his trailer when he was hauling the heavy equipment. But we can't count on residents to patch this whole road. It's in terrible condition and it's dangerous. And this summer we're going to have people riding four-wheelers and motorcycles and young kids, and people who do not live down here, don't know the condition of the road, especially at night, will come through there. And it's a dangerous situation. And talking to the county is, well, it's falling on deaf ears. Well, we're being told from Kaufman County that it's illegal for them to fix the road, even though they've been working on it for 130 years. All of a sudden, they're worried about a legal issue. I don't think anybody's going to get thrown in jail for repairing a road that they've been maintaining. I would think that they could work that out since it's in court now. It's being disputed in court with Henderson County. They could fix the road and then settle up on charges later on for material, what have you. But the residents are being abandoned here, and it's becoming a dangerous situation, and it's unreasonable.
Which county do you want to live in?
I honestly don't care. You know, I have property in Henderson County also. I go to both counties. My parents, my mother was director of the Kaufman County Library for like 12 years. My dad represented the 23rd Senatorial District at the 1972 Democratic Convention in San Antonio as a delegate for Kaufman County. Kaufman County was in that district. I mean, but all of a sudden we're no longer in Kaufman County. I've always, it's really not a critical issue, but I would just soon stay Kaufman County since it's always been that way my whole life. I had problems with the new neighbor, had moved in down here, and they had some very aggressive dogs. And they, I had trouble with them multiple times and just wasn't seeming to make any headway. They had chewed ears off my cattle, tails off my cattle, something I cannot have. And they continued to let their dogs on my property. So I called the sheriff's department one day. It automatically goes from here, it automatically goes to Kaufman Dispatch. So they said, one moment, next thing I know, Henderson County Dispatch answers. I said, well, here's the deal. He says, well, you need to call Kaufman County. I said, well, I just did, and they transferred me to you. So I get transferred back to Kaufman County Dispatch. And I explained the whole situation. I said, someone needs to get out here, now, you know. And 2.5 hours later, a deputy shows up,
Which county?
Kaufman. Kaufman has always shown up, okay? And the Kaufman County Sheriff's Department has been good to me. I typically, I try not to call any more than I have to, but
Sure.
I've had, with the new development, I've had a lot of issues that I can't control. So the road is a safety issue. Your voting right, your voting needs to be nailed down. Calling 911 does not need to be a question, you know. There's just a lot of issues that need to be resolved, and Kaufman County, it's just been a very callous attitude towards the residents in this area. The easiest thing would be for this to remain in Kaufman County, and we continue to just deal with one county on all of our issues instead of having my property split up into 2 counties. Henderson County is obviously going to be very reluctant to take over a road that hasn't been maintained in over a year or 2. It's been, well, they haven't properly maintained it in 20 years. They're going to be strapped with a huge bill to try to bring the road up to any sort of acceptable standard. Well, insurance, you know, I'm getting new insurance. They want to know what county you're in. Well, I told them Kaufman because as far as I know, I'm still in Kaufman. I don't know if the rates are different between Kaufman and Henderson. There are a lot of issues I don't know. My driver's license shows me in Kaufman County. Everyone's done. There's a lady down the road here is 90 years old and having to deal with all this mess, and she's just one. And it doesn't just affect this one road. There's a section of County Road 4043 that's a dirt road. It is horrendous. And those people, it's a poor area down there, and the cars are just getting destroyed.